Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Grip and Rip Sports Cards back here with another video for you guys today. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 most valuable cards in 2023 Topps Chrome Update. That is right, guys. It's finally the release day of 2023 Topps Chrome Update. And, well, if you didn't know who's in the checklist, we're going to be going over my personal top 10 favorite cards to collect in this checklist. But before we get into that, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Can we get 100 likes on today's video? That would be awesome if you guys can do that, as that is the best way you can help me grow this channel is by hitting that like button. And speaking of growing the channel, we are doing a giveaway. So in about 70 or so subscribers, we're going to be giving away packs of Series 2. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, turn on the post notifications, and comment who your all-star representatives were on your favorite team this past all-star break. And I'll pick the winner once we hit 7,000, which we're like very, very close. Should be able to do it before Thanksgiving, I'd have to imagine. And yeah, the next giveaway will probably be Chrome Updates. So, I mean, there's really not much else great coming out after draft. Of course, Bowman Draft did go up for pre-order yesterday. I'm making the video literally right now. I think literally it just went up for pre-order, like literally right now. I'm recording this. I'm not going to buy any. I'm probably going to wait to the light box. If there's a light box, I don't know if there's going to be, so I'm just speculating there. But yeah, and of course, Christmas merch down in the link in the bio, labeled official merch. I don't have the shirt on with me today. It's in the washer right now. But yeah, there's a Santa Claus shirt that I have. And if you watch my archives top 10 video, you can see it. I have it on there. It's awesome. I love it. Probably going to have a Black Friday sale next week. So yeah, stay tuned to that if you are interested. So let's get into the topic at hand. Let's get into the topic at hand in this video, which is Chrome Update. Of course, as you see here, we got the Chrome Update packaging. I mean, packaging's pretty nice. It's definitely better than last year's. Last year's was just a mumbled, jumbled mess. You had like 30 guys literally on the box art. This year we got Jordan Walker and most likely the National League and most valuable player in Ronald Acuna Jr. So can't go wrong with those two guys. Those guys are the future of baseball, so you definitely want to have them on the packaging to promote them. So pretty good. And by the way, have to mention this before I even get started into the top 10. Topps still hasn't sent my notification yet to get shipped. I mean, it's literally the day before release. I mean, people in my comments saying they got their notifications. I ain't got my notification. I don't know what's going on. It's ridiculous, I'll say that. It's ridiculous. So now, I'm going to have to go to the hobby store tomorrow, which I didn't really want to go to, but I'm going to have to buy packs to just hold myself over until my box shows up, which is ridiculous. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So either way, let's get into it. Let's get into number 10. And we got Bobby Miller. That's right, guys. Bobby Miller is number 10 on this list. Now, I will say this. The update rookies themselves, without the rookie debut logos and everything like that on the card, the true rookies in this set are not really that good. I'm not going to lie. So a lot of these players we're going to be talking about, and I'll try my best to remember which one's a rookie debut and which one's not. But most of these guys are going to be rookie debut cards just because of how bad the checklist is for true rookies. But either way, there's a lot of deserving players, regardless of rookie debut or not, that I think is going to be the most valuable regardless. So yeah, let's get into Bobby Miller first. Bobby Miller is the only pitcher on this list. I typically don't like to include pitchers. I really don't, because pitchers are always, always, always the least valuable in any set, unless, of course, Bowman Draft this year and Paul Skeens, but we'll get to that in December when that time comes around. But either way, Bobby Miller, 11-4, ERA 3.76, not bad. 22 games, innings pitched 124, strikeouts 119. That's not bad. Of course, he literally choked in the playoffs and literally got, like, look at this, 16 ERA in the playoffs. Think how many outs? He got 1 2/3 of an inning, and I remember got absolutely shelled by the Diamondbacks. I remember that. Yeah, Bobby Miller, I mean, he's pretty good. I think he'll get it together. Again, I don't like to put pitchers on the list. I really don't, but, you know, I thought he'd be deserving of a spot at number 10 because, well, he kind of could be a good pitcher. Again, he's only 24. Could definitely break out any year now. Maybe next year, maybe 2025. Who knows? But he's definitely good, and I definitely thought he was deserving of a spot on this list. Now to number 9, one of my personal favorites. Again, a true rookie. Again, Bobby Miller was a true rookie. This is another true rookie in update. We're going to Patrick Bailey. That is right, guys. Patrick Bailey, probably one of my favorite update true rookies on this set, which lets you know how many real rookie cards are on this set. Not many. There's like, I think 2 more actually after this. But either way, we got Patrick Bailey here, switch hitting catcher for the Giants. Let's see his stats. He has a 644 OPS, which is not bad for a catcher, like 233 average. He had 7 home runs, 48 RBIs, 1 stolen base. That's not bad for a catcher, you know. You look at those stats, and you're saying to yourself, wow, if this was like an outfielder or like a second baseman or a shortstop, those stats would be garbage. And to that, you're correct. But he is a switch-hitting catcher, and that's pretty hard to do in and of itself. So that is, you have to commend that. You really, really got to give props to him because you don't typically see things like that. And when you do, they're few and far between. So I definitely thought Patrick Bailey was a deserving spot on this list for that very reason alone. Giants, I think next year are going to be pretty decent. I don't really know, of course. Free agency literally just started. We really don't know who's going to go end up where in terms of free agents. But I do think the Giants aren't really going to lay down this offseason. I doubt they will. I mean, you got the Dodgers, who are going to be good. You got the Diamondbacks, who are going to be good. You got the Padres. You know the Padres are not going to accept what happened this year with how bad they were. So, I mean, I don't know. The Giants, do they try to contend next year or not? Or are they going to end up like the Rockies and just absolutely just like lose 90-plus games? I mean, I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting. They definitely have the talent to do it. They just have to spend a little bit of money, which they can definitely do. Of course, as you guys remember, a lot of you guys may not even remember this, but Aaron Judge was supposed to be a Giant until a false report came out and everyone got hyped, and of course that never happened. But yeah, so Patrick Bailey, pretty cool. I mean, always cool to see a switch hitting catcher. That in and of itself is very commendable. Anything other than that is a positive. So yeah, so now let's get into number 8. We're staying on the West Coast. We're going to the American League. We are going to the LA Angels in Zack Neato. That is right, guys. Zack Neato, another true rookie on this list. Definitely worth collecting. Zack Neato literally was in the minor leagues for 1 year. Literally his Bowman draft. Last year, Bowman draft, he had a first. And this year, he has a rookie card. So it's actually insane. In less than a year's time, like 10.5 months' time, he has a real rookie card and was in Major League. So that's pretty cool. So let's look at his stats. OPS 685, average 225, you know, 9 homers, 34 RBIs, 289 at-bats. He really didn't play the full year. I think he only played like 3 months out of the full year. So, I mean, it's just a small sample size. I get it, but he is really hyped up to be like one of their next big guys in the organization. So he's definitely deserving of a spot on this list as well. I think the Angels next year, I don't know what's going on with the Angels. The Angels are just in a weird spot. You have the World Series champions in that in that division. You got the Astros, who are, again, a dominant faction. And you got the Mariners, who are up-and-coming, a rising star team. Like, I don't know. I truly don't know what's going to happen with the Angels, especially, most likely, 99.9% certain that Shohei Ohtani is not going to be an Angel come March 30th of 2024 when opening day is upon us. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the Angels. I think they should just lay low for a couple of years, get the farm system going, and start pumping out people. But, again, at the same time, this guy literally was in the farm system for the Angels for 1 whole year. Not even a whole year, which is actually insane to think about because you never see that. His stats ain't correlating just yet, but a lot of people, you know, they don't adjust that well when they get to the major leagues, as you saw here. But I think he'll be fine. I mean, he's only 22 years old. He's literally the same age as I am. He's 10 months older than mine. He was born, as you see here, it says January 31st, 2001. He's literally like 10 months older than me. My birthday was just November the 6th. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So yeah, let's get into number 7. We're going to Boston, and it's not who you think it is. And I'll explain why in just 1 minute. But either way, we're going to Tristancus. That is right, guys. Tristancus. Now, this is a rookie debut. I would like to mention this is a rookie debut. So his real rookie card, I believe, was in Series 1 of 2023. I do recall, if I remember correctly. But either way, Tristancus, the reason why I put him over Yoshida, Yoshida is not on this list. Why did I put Tristancus over Yoshida in this list? Because Tristancus was actually a Rookie of the Year finalist for the American League, which he did not win, as you guys probably know by now. The voting was just the other day, just ended the other day. So Tristancus is still pretty good nonetheless. OPS 857, that's very good. 857 OPS is very, very good. 263 average, you know, I would take that because the OPS is good. He had 24 home runs, 64 or 65 RBIs. No stolen bases. That's pretty interesting. Maybe, I don't think he's really fast then, if that's the case. But either way, you know, that's pretty good. Tristancus is definitely a bright spot. Only 23 years old. He is definitely a bright spot on the next upcoming rising Boston Red Sox team. I'll tell you one thing, man. Next year, when we talk about update again next year, I have a strong feeling that we're going to be talking about a couple Red Sox next year that are true rookies, maybe, unless they put them in Series 2, of course, but that's a different story. Blaze Jordan and Marcelo Mayer. We could be talking about those two guys next year, this time next year in this set, which I do think is going to happen. At least Marcelo Mayer. I do think Marcelo Mayer will be in the major leagues next year, so that's going to be pretty cool to see, because he is definitely a hyped-up prospect right behind Henry Davis in that draft class. But either way, Tristancus is very, very, very good. Now we're going to, what is this? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We are going to Gabriel Moreno. Again, a rookie debut. His rookie card, well, here's the thing. Here's the real thing. He has 2 rookie cards. So there's going to be another guy on this list that has 2 rookie cards. So his first rookie card was in Series 1 as a Blue Jay. And, of course, he got traded before the season started. And I believe an update, his rookie card, although I did read rookie debut on the checklist, so I'm not entirely sure if he has 2 rookie cards in this checklist or not. But he should have a true Diamondback rookie as well, which we'll talk about another player who has the same thing going on in this set as well. But either way, Gabriel Moreno, hey man, listen, the postseason was ecstatic for Gabriel Moreno, and nonetheless, of course, the Diamondbacks didn't end where they wanted to be, but again, listen, Diamondbacks, a young, fun team. There is no reason to worry about the longevity of this team. They're only going to get better. Literally only going to get better. Their young core literally brought them to the World Series after 1 full year of being together. So that's, like, think about that for me. You typically don't hear that happen. You never hear that happen. And that's pretty cool to actually see it. And we saw it. Unfortunately, it didn't win, but they will. Believe me. They'll be back there. Believe me. OPS 747, that's pretty good. Average 284, really, really good for a catcher. That's really, really good for a catcher. He had 7 homers and 50 RBIs in the regular season right here. I know it's kind of hard to read because there's all these like postseason stats, career postseason, regular season, 2023 season. So it's pretty hard to read. But either way, you can read this stat line right here, where my the dark gray is right here. He had a pretty good year. Pretty good year. And he will definitely lead another postseason team probably next year. I would not be shocked if the Diamondbacks go all in this postseason, or not postseason, offseason, because they definitely should. I mean, they were a couple pieces away, just a couple pieces away in the pitching department, and you may be looking at a World Series champion team in the Diamondbacks. It's definitely possible. They could definitely get a good, like a Yamamoto or an Aaron Nola, or like maybe even a Blake Snell, or a Yu Darvish. You know, there's a lot of good pitching free agent options out there this year, man. So, got to wait and see. He's got to wait and see what's going to happen. And, yeah, so now let's get into number 6, right? No, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're at 5. It's hard to count backwards on these tabs. So, number 5, we are going to a World Series champion, and we are going to Josh Young. Now, Josh Young admittedly should have been a little higher on this list, but, of course, as you guys know, I'll say this right now. Hot take, hot opinion right here. He should have been Rookie of the Year. I do not know why a certain other player won Rookie of the Year, which we'll talk about in this list a little bit later down the line in a couple minutes. But I think Josh Young should have been Rookie of the Year. The fact that he wasn't even in, like, the final 3, I don't know, man. I mean, I know he missed, like, 7 weeks with a broken thumb and broken thumb surgery, but like, let's look at these stats, man. Let's look at these stats. So 782 OPS, very good. 266 average. In today's baseball, that's very good. He had 23 home runs and 70 RBIs, and he is now a World Series champion. So, like, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but either way, he definitely should have won it in my eyes. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe he wasn't Rookie of the Year eligible. I don't know. Maybe he's had too many at-bats that they just didn't consider him eligible. I mean, he got debuted, as you see here, September 9th, 2022, as you see on the left-hand corner of the screen. But either way, he definitely, I think, should have been at least top 3. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. Either way, Josh Young can call himself something that the AL Rookie of the Year cannot, and that is a World Series champion. And Josh Young actually bounced his team out of the playoffs in the divisional round. So guess what? I think Josh Young is not really concerned that he didn't win Rookie of the Year. Although he should have, but I don't really think he's too concerned because he got a nice diamond ring on his ring finger, called himself a World Series champion. So it is what it is, but either way, let's get into number 4 on this list. We're going to my personal favorite, one of my personal favorite rookies of all time, or not really all time, but all time this year, I should say. And you guys probably don't even know who this guy is. That's the funny thing. And we're going to Nolan Jones. So if you guys don't watch NL West games or Rockies games, I mean, I don't know why you would unless you're a Rockies fan, so I don't really blame you if you don't know who this guy is. But look at this guy's stats. Look at how good this guy was. 931 OPS, almost a 300 average, literally 3 points off of a 300 average. 20 homers, 62 RBIs. Like, what? And I'll tell you how this happened. He got DFA'd by the Indians earlier this year. He was an Indian. So I will say this. He has a true rookie. He is a Rockies rookie card in Chrome Update. He had a rookie card in Series 1 as a Guardian. They DFA'd him sometime in April or May. The Rockies picked him up, and look at what happened. So, you know, sometimes they say a change of scenery is all somebody needs to figure it out. And safe to say, a change of scenery was exactly what Nolan Jones needed. Now, obviously, he is playing in a different elevation, and obviously those stats may have been inflated for you know, that very reason alone. Oh, listen to this. I just got a good message. I'll stop the recording just to hear this. Got a message. Look at this. Super Jumbo for draft, $650. Hobby Jumbo, $480. Yeah. And Tops wonders why the hobby is not the way it was. I just got that text right now. I thought you should know that. Although you probably already knew that because this video is coming out tomorrow. But ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's get into number 3. We're going to the Rookie of the Year. Now, here is the Rookie of the Year, Gunar Henderson. Let's look at his stats. 814 OPS, that's really good. 255 average, decent. Home runs, 28. RBIs, 82. I see why he won Rookie of the Year. I definitely see why he did. But I thought they should definitely have given Josh Young at least a top 3. I mean, I don't know why they didn't give him a top 3. Maybe he's not even eligible. Maybe he's not even eligible for that. Who knows? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Either way, Gunar Henderson, I mean, the Orioles, we talked about the Orioles all year long throughout the entire season. The Orioles are in such a good place organization-wise. You know, there are so many other prospects that have yet to get called up for the Orioles, like a Jackson Holliday, which I do predict. I am predicting this right now. Don't know if this will be true, but we'll have to wait and see. Jackson Holliday, depending on how good his spring training performance is, will make the opening day roster for the Baltimore Orioles. I'm calling it right now. We'll have to wait and see. He's only in Double-A, but they could definitely fast track him. I mean, they might manipulate his service time. You might not see him till April, or I should say till June. But hot take, watch out. So yeah, Gunar Henderson. Now we're going to the final 2. We'll make these ones really quick. We got Corbin Carroll, the NL Rookie of the Year. Now, realistically, he should be the #1 most valuable, and I wouldn't blame you if you said in my comments that he should be #1 most valuable, but he is number 2 on this list because, obviously, not a true rookie card. Of course, Gunar Henderson and Corbin Carroll, I should have said this with Gunar Henderson as well, are rookie debuts. So rookie debuts are literally like, people say, half the price as a real rookie card. And for that reason alone, he isn't number one. But either way, let's look at these stats, man. Let's look at these stats. 868 OPS, very, very good. 285 average, that's stellar. You got 25 homers, 76 RBIs. And what more can you ask for? Look at the stolen bases. Look at these stolen bases. 54 stolen bases. You're lucky if you see someone with 30, let alone 54 in today's world in baseball. Either way, Corbin Carroll, 23 years old. Very, very, very fun player to watch. Probably my favorite player, rookie-wise, to watch in 2023. I always tuned in late at night when the Pirates stopped playing to Diamondbacks games when they played out west, just to watch Corbin Carroll, and I absolutely loved watching Corbin Carroll all year long. So now we're getting to the number one player on this list. And to wrap this video up, we are going to Reds Matt McLain. Now, why I put Reds Matt McLain in this? Because obviously, he has a real rookie card as well as a rookie debut. But of course, the real rookie card is what you're going to want to be collecting in this checklist. So let's look at his stats to wrap this video up. He had OPS 864, average 290, home run 16, 50 RBIs, 365 at-bats. He got called up like midway through the year, I think in like maybe late May, early June. Either way, Matt McLain is definitely going to be probably the best Reds player overall. Now, you could say Ellie's going to be better. I personally do not think that. I think Ellie has a lot of flaws, especially with his strikeout percentage and whiff percentage and how he swings at balls like 5 feet in the other batter's box. I've seen plenty of that from him this year, watching even with the Pirates. Like, the Pirates would throw like a slider down and away, he would just swing at it like, and he wouldn't even come close. So, but Matt McLain, I think, is the best player that they're going to have long term. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it for this video. Let me know your top 10. Let me know in the comments. Let's play a little game. In the comment section, do your own lists. Look at the checklist. You could go view it yourself. It's 220 cards, and try to piece together a top 10. I'd love to hear what you guys have a top 10. And I'll see you guys in the next video.